everyone, this is Godzilla Wolf 1, and I am back with a special live stream. Hello everyone. And I'm practicing fighting the knight because I'm trying to beat the knight so I can, without using the, I think it's called Shadow Mantle. I believe it's called the Shadow Mantle. I'm trying to beat them without it, so I decided to do some practice, and thanks to a donation from one of my viewers, if they want me to say who, they can. Let me know. I am now doing this right now on screen, which honestly might motivate me a bit more. I know this is not the usual day, so I don't really expect a crowd, but it may motivate me a little more to do this. Hello, Holy Cross. Yeah, this was a donation. This is by donation. Someone donated to see me practice fighting the Roaring Knight. So, I don't really expect many people to show up. Also, a small detail with this. This also takes a bit of a subconscious thing off me because the Roaring Knight is... I don't want to beat the Roaring Knight off screen, so this takes that off of me. So if I beat them in this stream, then it's on screen. I have actually noticed some interesting things about the Roaring Knight while I'm giving people a little bit of time. The Roaring Knight is interesting due to the fact that their attacks seem way more complicated than they actually are. And all their attacks actually seem a bit more to be more complex than they actually are. So, but they trick your mind into thinking they're more complex, which I'm gonna be honest, I think might be symbolic to a degree, because it's clearly intentional. Because all of their attacks are like that. They're all more complicated than they look. I mean, they're all less complicated than they actually look. I'm wondering if that's going to be symbolic, because a lot of people are saying that one of the holidays is too obvious of a suspect. But maybe that's the point. Maybe that is meant to trick us into thinking things are more complex than they actually seem. Because it would make sense it's one of the holidays due to the antlers and the repeated mention of, like, a northern wind. But anyway, let's get this started. I'm gonna, start with that. Okay, so I've been practicing this. Okay, took a hit there, that's not ideal. Tensions. Also been practicing that, which, just so you know, if you hit Z, yeah, that one I actually am fairly good at dodging at this point. This one... Okay, that one still trips me up, but okay, with those three attacks, also this guy telling us to just restart the fight. Here's the thing. Here's actually the interesting thing here. If you look at the star, like the star burst attack they do, the hitbox is significantly smaller than the projectile is. So it's actually a lot easier to dodge than it looks like it is. The sword, it makes you want to focus on all of the blades, but you really only have to focus on one at a time. Okay, that was not ideal. I really hope I'm able to... I'm also just warming up. This is also a bit of a warm-up. But, okay, here. Okay, I missed one of them. I got hit by one of them, but you see what I mean? You only really have to focus on one sword at a time for that. So... See, now the thing with that one is, it's this big screen-filling attack, but you really only have to care about that. Okay, now that was that's the hardest one for me to deal with. But the thing is with the slice the screen thing, is when that happens, there are technically two sides to the screen, but you only need to focus on one. The other might as well not matter. And the thing with the big sword corridor attack is actually the interesting thing about that is it might as well dang it. This thing with the sword corridor. Here's the thing with the sword corridor. It might as well actually not be a corridor of swords. But your brain thinks each individual sword is something you gotta worry about. Yeah, see, that's what I mean by that sword attack. Okay, this one... Okay, that one always tricks me up. That one trips me up a lot. But see, this is what I mean. The reason that trips me up is this game wants you to normally move all the time when you're dodging attacks. But that's not how the Knight's attacks actually work. The Knight's attacks actually kind of require more nuanced, like, minimal movement. Like, the Knight's attacks want you to do the opposite of what a lot of the rest of the game wants you to do. And that makes it hard. See, that's what I mean, is that attack is actually surprisingly easy to dodge once you realize the trick. Okay, that one always still tricks me up, but the trick to that one, the trick to the sword, to the split screen one, is you've got to fight the urge to move when you really shouldn't be moving. Because you need to have that half second of just realizing... Okay, this is a bad start. This is a really bad start, actually. But let's see if we can salvage it. I forgot to press the thing. Okay, that time I just got completely... That time I just completely messed up. Okay, that's what I mean, is the game wants you to think you have to move more than you do. Because I should not have moved... It wants you to... Well, you've got to fight the urge to move the moment the slash happens. Because if you move the moment the slash happens, you're gonna get hit. Okay, this is off to a better start. But yeah, also the thing about Susie's that okay, that one did not go as I'd hoped it would, but see what I mean by that? If you wait until the slash happens, now this is the one I almost got through that. The thing with the sword corridor, here's the thing with the sword corridor, and I've done this fight so many times trying to practice. The thing with sword corridor is, it's basically a solid wall. The individual swords don't matter, but your brain thinks they matter. You want to view that whole section as just going through a corridor, but your brain is tricked into thinking. Your brain is tricked into thinking you need to do more than you do. Okay, not bad actually. Actually, I also changed up my items that I had available. Okay, I messed that up. It is annoying that the... let me just check something. Hang on. There was a pop-up somewhere I need to look at. Oh, that. Okay. But... I should probably just focus instead of talking. But I should probably say the talking for between rounds of trying to beat the knight. Okay, that did not feel fair. That one felt a little bit... Okay, Root Buster. But still not too bad. I really feel like I should not have gotten hit there, but whatever. I gotta use the 10. Oh, I can use the 10. Okay, that, like, they're very tight things, but the thing, like I said, the trick to a lot of her I say her because all of the, like, my chief suspect is female, but okay, this is probably already... Yeah, we're doomed. We're already doomed. There's really no point in trying to salvage this run. I can try this. I need to use Root Buster with her. Let's throw a deluxe stick on you. Root Buster. And then... Not ideal, but at least gives... Okay, I just completely messed that up, but that was kind of a lost cause anyway. Like, I think that one was kind of a lost cause to begin with. Because we'd already taken too much damage from the first attack. There was probably no way I would have survived the sword corridor. Okay, not ideal, but... let's actually do this. Because really, Susie's the important one. Okay, managed to make through that without getting taking a single hit, actually, which is fantastic. Now, do I have another TV slot to do? Okay, I'll do this. Okay, this is actually a really good run so far. Okay, so actually managed to make it through that without dying. So that's great. That's actually my best run I've ever... Okay. So this is actually... I think this might be my best run so far. Okay, gonna use a deluxe dinner to get Ralph up. Didn't think we'd still be standing. Okay, not ideal, but... okay, gonna spend attention gem. Root Buster. Do I have no... This is actually, the thing is you really messed up picking a fight with us. Okay, that one's hard. Is it possible for a live-action adaptation of King of the Hill? That could potentially work. Yeah, that actually... actually, it really could. That could actually work. I think that was actually my best run so far, because I actually managed to keep Ralph and Susie up way longer than I had before. Yeah. Okay, not bad start. Okay, so that's not enough. As for a live-action King of the Hill, I feel it's doable. I feel that is something you could do. Okay, not entirely ideal that that happened, but... okay. That, for some reason, always manages to trick me up. I have a feeling if I can get through the second sword corridor, we might be able to pull this off. One of the issues is just getting a good enough run where I'm on a high enough HP. Okay, that was really great. That's not tension gem. Okay, not ideal, but better than normal. Okay, that actually went pretty well. I'm going to actually attack with Chris here. Actually, I think Chris does. Okay, we got full HP on everyone. Okay, managed to make it through that. Lux Spinner on Susie, Brood Buster. Okay, there we go. Tension Gem, so we can do that. Here. Okay, not ideal, but made it through that attack. You're all alone. I got person around saying, okay, now I need to just... That one's going to be hard. That one... Well, actually, that one might be easier if I can just remember the direction it needs to go. But that was a very good run. That was a great run. But yeah, I think a King of the Hill live-action adaptation would be, like, honestly fairly easy. It's a down-to-earth sitcom. There really isn't anything super over-the-top about it. Like, I don't think you really even need any CGI. You just need good actors that can pull off the characters. And that... Okay, this is a really bad run. This already is off to a bad start. Fortunately, this doesn't attack fairly. Okay. Deluxe thing on you. Okay, got through that. Okay, if we do that, I don't get Root Buster. I might just have to do take the hit this time. I think I'm actually going to defend Susie. Okay, got through that. Okay, I actually got through that. Okay, the weird thing of... Okay, that's weird. Chris went down, but didn't swoon. Okay, so I'm actually going to revive Rousey, actually, here. Not ideal. Okay, that actually is Oh, I almost had that. I made it through the circle. That one's actually easier to dodge than the other one. That one is actually easier to dodge than the other one. Also, hello, Riley. What are you doing? Are you being cute? But yes, I think that King of the Hill live action would be very easy to do. Okay, I actually have a... Okay, that was progress. That was definite progress. You just have to... If I defend, that's not enough. There's Tension Gem, Root Buster, attack. Okay, that one... Okay, very good start. Say really good start, then immediately get bodied by that one. But I'm getting good at dodging I'm getting better. I've more consistently managed to get to the corridor attack. So that is an improvement. That's good to start. Okay, also really good. Not ideal, but definitely better. Oh, I almost got through it. I got that was very close. I'm getting to that more consistently. I think part of the reason I'm getting through the swords a bit easier is I've managed to condition my brain a bit to try to think of the swords less as an actual corridor, I mean a bunch of swords, and actually as a solid corridor. Okay, this one... That one is actually surprisingly easy to get through. And I'm going to actually bring back up Ralsei. Okay, that was not ideal, but it did put me in a position where I can actually get an attack off of Susan. Sword corner. Dang it! I almost got through that. Okay. I hope you guys can tell I'm making progress on beating this boss. Because I'm getting to the sword corridor a lot more consistently than I used to. Okay, this is a bad start. This is a really bad start. This is probably a start where I might as well just give up from the get-go, but... I'm gonna try it. You never know. One of these days, you might end up just being able to pull off of it. Okay. That is bad. But let's see if we can salvage this run. Okay, no. That was a run that I was doomed from the start. That one was a lost cause from the word go, most likely. So that one was a lost cause from the get-go because I took too much damage in the first round. Okay, good start. Okay, now the swords. Okay, that was just me messing up completely. That was all on me there. 1 second. Okay. Like, sometimes I just get a bad run on an attack. I know 100% how to dodge. Especially like this one. This one's an attack I should 100% be able to dodge every single time. But for some reason, I always get those mess-ups where I should have been able to deal with it and I didn't. Okay, see, there I was able to do it. Okay, so I'm going to put some good use of that. Okay, I really feel like one of those... Okay, I feel like a couple of those should not have actually connected to me. It is interesting that Chris, when they go down, which rarely seems to actually happen, now that I notice it, is Chris almost never goes down before the other two, and that's actually kind of strange. Okay, so first attack. Okay, not good, not terrible. Okay, swords. Okay, that did not go as planned, but... not go the way I wanted it to, but let's see if I can. Okay, I went down, I went down, but I actually survived. Okay, that actually went perfectly. I'm actually going to use a revivement on Ralsei here. Not necessarily because Ralsei's actually useful in this fight, he really isn't. The thing is, if Ralsei... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You can do it, Fred Jones. Thank you. Tension Gem. Brood Buster. Do I have a deluxe dinner? The hard part. This one always screws me over because of how... Okay, got through it. Revive Dust this time. Okay, got to that one. Hey Trooper, trying to beat the Roaring Knight and actually making some progress in doing so because I'm actually kind of consistently getting further along as we go. I think if I get through the second sword corridor completely, I think we have a shot, actually. Okay, managed to get through that without taking a hit. That's great. Okay, that was bad, but not terrible. Go the way I'd hoped it would, but sword corridor, here we go. Okay, I feel like that shouldn't have hit me. I genuinely feel like that shouldn't have hit me. But, whatever. Like, thing with King of the Hill is I feel like it's grounded enough you could get away with a live-action adaptation. But others, I don't think you could do a Futurama live adaptation, for example. I don't think that's doable. Definitely going to do Simpsons. I hate it when I take a hit right off the bat. Slap the TV slop onto the middle. Okay, that went terribly, and I even forgot to actually attack with... ideal. Here comes Sword Corridor, which I'm actually getting a little better at dodging. I would love it if I can just get around where I don't get hit by that at all, because that would be fantastic, but around where I... Okay, that did terribly, actually. Okay, that one did not work out the way I'd hoped it would. But we got past the Sword Corridor. I'm getting better at actually getting through the Sword Corridor. Dang it! Okay, I hate the fact that... I hate it when I get hit at the last second on that, because it feels like a lot of times I really shouldn't have. But it's more just disappointment with myself, honestly. Okay, that was just me losing complete track of where I was for a second. I really need to just stop talking when I'm trying to dodge, because I think it distracts me. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, not ideal, but... we can work with this at least. that was definitely not ideal. Revivement on you is my best option there. Okay, gotta do the revivement on her. Very not ideal. Okay, got through that. Honestly, I think this is the case where I can get do the revive dust. Okay, that attack can either do not waste moving diagonal and dodging the spheres. Yeah. Okay. It's one of those things where muscle memory screws you over in this fight a lot. Because I feel like muscle memory is actually your enemy in this fight. Okay, that's not ideal, but not terrible either. Okay, got through that without taking a hit. And I'm going to use that because I want to be at max HP when I get to the sword. Okay, I should not have taken a hit there. I was in the middle of that, but whatever. Okay, let's do the revivement. Okay, I genuinely feel like I got a little... Okay, I gotta use attention. Gem here. Okay, good. Now I can use a Deltarune. No, I can't because... Ah, that was so close. Here's coming at you with straight lines. Yeah. Okay, you are lightheaded. Is that a good thing? Is that a good sign? Am I... Okay, gonna use the TV stop to make sure. Okay, that one's easy enough to get through. That one actually is fairly simple to get through. Okay, got through that. Okay, need to have all three of them at I need to do damage. Dang it. Okay. I'm getting, like, the fact that I'm just getting to the sword corridor more often shows I'm making progress. I get the feeling that if I can make it past the second sword corridor, I might have a shot of winning. I don't know if I should be attacking with... I don't know if attacking actually with the other two actually makes any difference. Because I am doing a decent amount of damage. Okay, good. Got through that. Okay, not ideal, but got through that, and got enough for another Root Buster. Okay, Sword Corridor, here we go. Okay, got through the Sword Corridor. Okay, Bribement to you. Okay. Dang it! Okay, that was close. If I'd not... Okay, the sword corridor, I'm getting better at taking less damage in it, at least. Like, I feel like the more I can get through the first attack, the better I am at dodging the first attacks. Because after the sword corridor, their attacks are just a repeat of their previous attacks with some added mechanics. Okay, this is already probably a lost cause, but we'll try it. Okay, that actually went perfectly. Okay. Hello, who? I think that's who. Yeah, hello. This is a special, bonus thing of me trying to beat the Roaring Knight. Not ideal. Okay, that felt like I shouldn't have gotten hit. No, I did not finish it. I should finish it next week, because I got to the, I'm on the Afton ending, which it's called the Afton ending by a lot of people, but I honestly just view it as Glitch Trap having downloaded itself back into the Springtrap body. Like, that's how I read that, is it just had the Springtrap body rebuilt. Okay, good start. I'm gonna... that one's easy to get through. Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. Ideal, but... Okay, sword corridor. Okay, got through the sword corridor. Okay, that felt like I shouldn't have gotten hit, but whatever. Got past the sword corridor. I'm getting better at taking less damage on the sword corridor. I'm getting better at getting through the starting. If I can get through to the sword corridor without losing a single, without getting hit once, that would be. I think that might be because I've done that and it was the furthest I've gotten. Okay, yeah, this route's already dead. This route's not even worth trying. I'm going to try anyway, because there's always the chance I just lock in. Like, that is always a possibility, is just managing to, like, lock in. Yeah, I figured that was a lost cause, but... eh. But I admit, this feels like a fight that is possible for me to win without the shadow. If I don't make mistakes like that. Yeah, basically, if there's no... Okay, let's actually G-slap on you. Root Buster. G-slap on this. Okay, not ideal, but did manage to... Okay, got through there without Susie going down. That's fantastic. Okay, that was a very bad... If I don't heal Susie, I'm doomed. So I'm just gonna have to... Okay, that made it. That was honestly bad. Okay, so revivement on you. Don't have any, literally don't have anything else to do. Is this the... okay. Okay, got to that. That was probably one of our best runs yet. If I'd not run out of healing items, I might have actually won. gotten through that. I do wonder if there's actually a possibility of winning the... Okay, this... Yeah, I might as well just give up on this round. Like, I'm still going to go as far as I can, because... Okay, that was my bad. Whatever. Okay, there. I'm actually going to use a revivement on Rousey, because no, I can't. Because I gotta deal damage, as much damage as possible. Okay, got through that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try this. Okay, that was actually a decent one. That was actually a decent run. I actually think I took the least amount of damage from the sword corridor that I've ever taken. Okay, good start. Very good start there. Okay, that really shouldn't have... There were some of those there that I felt like I shouldn't have. Okay, got it. Just get Susie back up. Okay, I'm actually gonna use a revivement to bring Rousey back up. Okay, let's do live dust here. Nope. Okay, that was a good run though. That was a good run. But yes, basically I was planning to practice fighting her, the Roaring Knight anyway, and one of my viewers was polite. If they want to be the one to tell it, they gave me a donation to do it on camera. So this also takes away the pressure of trying not to accidentally defeat the Roaring Knight off camera. Okay, that one's the easiest one to do. Not ideal with Susie taking that much damage. Sword corridor. Got it. I think Susie being healed is more important. Okay, that wasn't ideal, but... Okay, so I'm getting way better at dodging the corridor attack. Okay, good start. Ooh, I got enough that I don't need to use a tension gem. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, can I do it? Pull it off again? Yeah, good. To Susie, not ideal. Okay, at least I'm getting to the sword corridor almost every time. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, this is already it. This one's... You know what? Let's give it a... I'm still gonna keep going because you never know if you're just gonna like have that one that one version, and I forgot to press Z. That just one run where you manage to... And this is definitely not gonna be that one round. I can already tell. Okay, got through the sword corridor. That's honestly great. going to use a Root Buster because I can get away with that. I say I can get away with that, but then I did that. Okay, see, that's why I continue going even when I have a bad start, because sometimes you just manage to pull it off. Like, there could be this just one time where I just completely lock in and manage to beat her. I keep saying her. We don't know if the Roaring Knight is male or female. Okay, I don't think that's enough. Root Buster. That one's simple. Let's give her a TD slot. And then do the same here. Okay, not bad. I think surviving is more important. Okay, made it through. Okay, that is it. Okay, that was great. Revive Ralse, Root Buster. The reason I revive Ralse, even though he doesn't really add much, is he's an extra means to use items. And he also kind of acts as a bit of an HP buffer to the others. Want to get... Okay, got through that. I don't have anything to heal her with. I think here comes the Sword Corridor. Okay, that was a good run. That was actually a really good run. If I can just manage to conserve healing items until the Sword Corridor. So if I can actually avoid taking a single hit prior to the first Sword Corridor, I think I might be able to pull this off. One off from being able to do that with Attention Gem. Okay, that was really good. Okay, that's not great. But also not terrible. So here comes the Sword Corridor. Okay, that did not go as planned, but we made it through the Sword Corridor. Okay. Next dinner to Susie, Root Buster. I can kind of get away with that, so long as I avoid this attack fairly well, which I did. So now I can use the deluxe dinner here, Root Buster. Okay, got through that. Revivement on Susie. Here comes the sword corridor. Okay, that was a good run. That was a decidedly good run. If I just managed to avoid Susie going down that one time, I might have made it through that. Also, I wish I could get the Jevil Tail, but I can't. I have a feeling that would help tremendously here. Unfortunately, it's not something I can do. Okay, that really feels like that shouldn't have knocked me in, but whatever. Okay. I have a feeling that the way the knight slashes that box has something to do with the projectiles. I don't know what it is, though. It feels like there should be something to do with that, but I have a feeling that it's just better off to just dodge the projectiles and see them. Okay, got through that without taking a hit. Okay. Okay, took damage. Still managed to get enough for the... Okay, not bad. Sword corridor. Okay, that was my mess up, but I'm getting to the sword corridor almost every time now, so that is definitely improvement. Okay, so here we go again. Ideally, the ideal, of course, is to get through... Oh, that was a close one. Okay, do I have enough that if I shield? Yes, I do. Because the ideal would be to not need to waste any healing items for the first part of the fight. That was a matter of me getting distracted by the... Okay, I can... There's a non-zero chance of me actually successfully. Okay, there was a non-zero chance of that working. It kind of did. Okay, sword corridor... Okay, that really should not have hit me, but whatever. I got that was actually a really good dodge of Okay, that felt like a couple of those shouldn't have hit me, but whatever. That, I almost got through the sword corridor without getting hit. So I'm definitely getting better at surviving it. Okay, not an ideal start. Okay, that is definitely a good one. Actually, it's probably better to use the TV slot. Chris's turn. Attack on Ralphie's. Because people don't know why, but there's a thing. Okay, that's great. That actually is fantastic. Do I have any TV slot left? Yes, I do. I'm going to do this. Because the higher HP I have, the better chance I have of actually making it through this. Okay, only had Ralphie go down. That is fantastic. I'm going to use a tension gem here. That is... Actually, I can probably get away with the revived dust this time. Or I could just completely mess that up and lose, but that was a good run. That was a very good run. Okay. Okay, I feel like several of those should not have hit me. Deluxe dinner on Susie, Root Buster. Here comes Sword Corridor. Okay, that one, I guess that was just too small of a thing to get through, but I am getting better at dodging everything, so it just some rounds I do better than others, obviously, because... Because obviously a round you can take no damage in is a round that you... Okay, this is already a bad one. Yeah, we're pretty much toast, but you never know. We'll see if this... round can be saved. It might be able to be. Not ideal, but better. Realistically, I probably should have revived. Okay, managed to get through that. Okay, revivement on you. Okay. I'm actually going to revivement Ralsei because I think the corridor comes next. Okay, that was a bad one, but I misclicked it. We'll see how well I can do it. I have a feeling I was close, because I think if it goes all full circle around, you've dodged it. Because that's the furthest I've got. Like, the circle corridor is the closest I've gotten, but I'm aware that everything after that is just remixes of the other attacks, except for an ultimate. Okay, this is a bad start. I say bad start, but this is not. But bad starts are not unsalvageable. Though this is a particularly awful start, to be honest. Okay, that would have been survivable otherwise. I don't know what the Shadow Mantle actually does. I think it gives you, like, a special defense against the Knight's attacks. But okay, good start. That was annoying. Okay, got through that without a single hit. Without taking a single hit, that's great. Sword corridor. That was great until I failed the dodge. Not ideal, I think I can afford to use a 2. Can I? Okay, if I defend. No. Okay, so gonna have to heal her regardless, so that would be my best bet, and then just attack. going to use a Revival Mint upon Rouse, Root Buster. Okay, got through that. I have no tension thing, so I'm just going to have to do this. Dang it! Okay, if I almost made it past that. That was actually a really good run. That was a great run. Okay. Okay, that's... Okay, not ideal, but... Okay, that was me dying to an attack I should be able to dodge with no problem. That happens, I guess. Yeah, sometimes you just have a bad run. Like, sometimes I have a really good run, sometimes I just screw up at points, but that's just human nature. Okay, I feel like that actually shouldn't have worked, but I'm glad it did. Okay, collect there, because I'm definitely going to need that. Not worked the way I'd hoped it to, but okay, that felt like it shouldn't have hit me, but whatever. The fact that I'm just able to get to the store corridor, consistently is really is what I'm happy about at this point. Action, no. Attention gem. Okay, swords. Okay, got through that without taking a hit. That's great. Not ideal. Sword corridor. Okay, got through the sword corridor. That's great. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. Okay, that was me literally mishitting the keys. Okay, still got through the sword corridor. That's always great when I can manage that. Just the fact I'm getting better at taking less damage in the corridor is... You know, I'm actually going to start guarding, because I don't actually know if there's any point in attacking the others, or if I should just focus on attacking. With Susie, that might be a better option. So let's try that strategy. Okay, that did not go as planned, but okay, sword corridor. Okay, I don't know why I take damage from that. I really shouldn't, but whatever. Okay. I'm gonna try the dust. So here comes the stars. Just be careful. Okay, so basically if you're in the middle of the screen, you can just die in that attack. Okay. But yeah, after you get through the slash the screen attack, it seems like all of her attacks from that point on are just rehashes of her the other attacks they do. Okay, that is not ideal. I do think guarding is probably... I don't know why that happened. If Susie and Ralsei are both KO'd, Chris's attack power goes through the roof. That is interesting, actually, and I want to... I wonder if that's exploitable, actually. Okay, so you gotta be right in the center because they have a deceptively large hitbox. Okay, that's... I'm figuring out game mechanics. Okay, I am wondering if I can exploit that. Like, is it large enough to replace Rude Buster? Because if so, there might be some advantages there. Not the ideal start, but let's see how this goes. Actually, probably using the TV slap on her is probably a good idea. Okay, great. Okay, that sucks, honestly, but... Okay, I feel like I should not have gotten hit there, but whatever. So, Mood Buster. Okay, for some reason there's just a part of my brain that when I see that attack, I attempt to follow the line rather than the opposite, which I should be doing. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Okay, I'm getting further. I am getting further. Just the fact I'm actually managing to avoid some hits from the sword corridor is a proof of that. Perfect. Okay, not great, but something I can deal with. I hate it when I dive into the wrong area of that. Because you only have like half a second to dodge that. Okay. Okay, that really felt like that shouldn't have hit me there, but I need to move faster when that happens. I need to figure out the proper place to jump. If I can do... I'm getting better at taking less damage on the sword corridor and making it to that part. I just really need to try harder to, you know, avoid the swords. Okay, perfect. Okay, you know what? I'm actually going to see how much damage that... Okay, that is actually a lot of damage. That was just a test, though. Okay, that was a test. I don't think that's enough damage to make up for Rude Buster. It does almost half the damage Rude Buster does. But I don't think that's enough. But it might be a good idea in some circumstances to stay up and do that instead of instantly reviving. That might actually be a good idea to do that instead of an instant revive. Okay, good. I don't know. Do I revive Susie now? I actually think I'm just going to defend. And see if I can make it. Because it doesn't matter if Susie's up or down. If I can't make it through this. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'll bring her back. So, I'll use the Deluxe on myself. Root Buster. Okay, that attack is really hard to predict. One moment here. Okay, we got about 15 minutes in this session left, and I am doing progressively better. Buster. Okay, that was great. Okay, managed to... I hate the width on that. Because you gotta thread the needle on that attack. That's the attack I think I've died the most to on good runs, is the sword corridors. That and the one that is like really hard to predict the thing on. That one was easy to deal with. Okay, that one was just me it's one of those things where you instinctively panic when you take one hit. Like, that is one of those things where your brain just kind of panics when you take a hit. safe for the time being. Okay, that didn't go well. There's also a matter of just getting fatigued over time. That's also a thing I need to be concerned about. It's just eventually getting fatigued with the fight. Because at that point, it's kind of one of those things where I start making mistakes that I wouldn't. Okay, that was annoying because there was one hidden behind another, but whatever. Sorry, did you happen to be in a bet? Sorry if this is weird, but you happen to be in a... I don't know what you mean by that. Place about an hour ago. I don't know what you mean by that. I think you mistyped. I'm just gonna try this. I think I am overall just doing, I think, a little better. I'm at least consistently getting to that sword corridor. I saw some dude at... Oh, no, I am not... That is not me. That is not me. I'm actually streaming from my home. Okay, very good. Okay, sword corridor. Okay, that did... Easy went down, but... Deluxe dinner for you. Great Buster. Okay, that attack is the one that I have trouble dodging, and there's probably some trick to it. I have a feeling there's a trick to dodging that one. But that was definitely a good route, a good attempt. Okay, this is a bad start, but bad start does not mean bad finish. Survive? No. Bad start, but again, bad start does not mean impossible. Okay, that was a mess up. It does not help that the sun is now in my eyes where I am. This will probably be the last attempt. Okay, that's going to be our last try. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We did actually manage to get better. I did actually manage to make progress. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to the donation that allowed me to make this video. And see you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.